What is up everyone, and welcome back to the Roma Rebrand career mode here in FIFA 21. My name is Rich, this is RR37 and looking forward to another episode today. It is episode number 10. It's the second part of the January window and I'd realised that there's been some time between this one and that one, so for those of you who haven't seen episode 9, we're just going to jump back now, have a quick recap of who's come in, who's left, what's going on, who we might replace, who we might not, who we're looking at. Some games as well, of course. We've got big game after big game in this one today. I think we've got Juve, I think we might have Inter Milan as well, so hell of a lot to get through, hell of a lot going on. I'm looking forward to it, can't wait to get it started, so without wasting any more time, let's jump on in. Starting of course with the players going out, and you can see we've let Morelli go to Midtjylland, which is absolutely fine. He topped out in his development at something like 68 rated, which is never going to be good enough, and if I'm honest, a little bit disappointing. Milenkovic has gone to Everton for 40 million, which from ownership of the club, that's great news for us. Another 40 million to reinvest somewhere else, but as for the manager, the squad and what we want to achieve on the pitch, that is a real big blow that he's gone. But again, for the integrity of this series and where we are in our development as a club at the moment, these sort of things is going to be happening. And then Santon went as well, which is fine just because of his age. The deal was too good to turn down basically. So that brings us on to the shortlist. We've got a few centre-backs that we're looking at here, and you will notice, because we have already invested in the club this season on the pitch, that all of these players that we're looking at the moment are all free agents. If we can get away with it, we want to bring somebody in, but someone who's not really going to cost us much or anything if possible. As for replacing Milenkovic, if there is nobody on this list that is good enough, we do have Baranachea, who we can continue to put into the team. Hopefully he can do a job for us and boost up in his overall as well. So we do have options. We've got Coppola as well. We've got a few players. Maybe one of them from the youth academy could come up, replace Baranachea and put Baranachea in the first team, or just jump straight into the first team themselves. So we do have options, and that's what we're going to be looking at now. Starting from the top, we've got Luca Aresi here, 21, 60 overall, 5-star weak foot, but that's pretty much all he has got going for him. That's not going to be good enough. Same with Britos here, the Uruguayan. He's got some nice sprint speed and some nice strength actually, but 61, 19 years old. I think he needs to be a little bit higher than that. So he's going to go as well. Same again here with the German 20-year-old Burkhardt, something like that. Cabo here, 18, 64, decent sprint speed, 6'4" as well, medium work rates, can train the weak foot. He's definitely worth keeping around. Oh wow, Fabian Casco here looks much better actually than Cabo above him. The Argentine 18-year-old here already has 5-star weak foot, physically looks to be really good, so he's definitely going to be hanging around as well. And with those two above him, Lorenzo here, 63 at 20. I don't think he's going to be making the cut, to be honest. We're having a look around, but yeah, I don't know, I don't think so. We've got Gage here, Paolo Gage, 64 rated again from Argentina, 19 years old, good sprint speed, good jumping, good strength, so real good physical stats. We could obviously work on his technical stats, but again with the players above him, I'm not too sure about that one. Of course we have Morelli going as well, so not only centre backs, we're looking at goalkeepers here as well. And yeah, they're not great, to be honest, these keepers, especially considering what we've just let go in Morelli and his age. So not too sure. This one actually here, 70 at 21. His positioning's really good. Again, he'd boost in overall pretty quick, I think. So we'll keep him around. 65 at 21 when there's a 70 at 21. I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. Jordan Easton, I'm not sure. I don't think that he will make the cut either. We're gonna have to go some to beat the Argentine, I think. Pulido here, Verona Pulido. Again, not gonna make the cut. I think honestly we can continue looking down these guys, but with that 70 rated Argentine, it is gonna be hard for anyone else, to be honest. Even this guy here, he's only 1 overall less, but yeah. We got Levitt here as well at centre midfield that came across. We got Armian underneath him as well. You can see back on the shortlist. I might actually go for Levitt once we get some more information, just because of him being free, to be honest. We can again go with Armian now, but I'm not too sure that again I want to be spending the money. And there's a few here, but as you can see, a few more centre backs. We're waiting for information on them all, so yeah, we'll wait till we get that before we make any decisions there. So that's who we've got, who we've been looking at, who we could possibly be bringing in. Our scout was actually the one who found Dylan Levitt, so doing a good job there. As for the squad hub now, I think all of our development plans and things like that we're on top of all those. Baranechea, I think for the time being, he's definitely going to be the one who's going to replace Milenkovic for now. Again, we can bring Coppola in, put him back there as well, so we do genuinely have options on how we can go about these things. Player injury for Villar, again, 5 days, so he should be back for the game, hopefully. We got Perez, looks like he's probably topped out his development for the season now, which he has, and also he can now play centre forward as well. Just add in more positions to him. Again, I think he could do a really good job there for us, but at the moment, of course, we still want him to be our right winger. Damsgaard now also can play centre forward, which is what we actually bought him for, so again, that's useful. We can now start working on his weak foot and things like that, and I think that's exactly what we're going to go ahead and do. There's no point keeping him unbalanced. We need to be working that weak foot, or are we going to put him back out as winger maybe? I think that looks like what we are going to do for now. So even though we bought him in to be a centre forward, it looks like we've sort of settled on the fact that he's going to be a winger, and maybe it hasn't worked out for him at centre forward. Between Juve now and Milan, we've got a game in the cup against Parma. I didn't remember that one, so these 3 games will probably be today's episode in terms of on the pitch action. There's going to be stuff I would imagine going on between these games as well, so one of them might be highlights, and if anything that would probably be the Parma game. Milan's not at the San Siro, but it is still a big game. Juve obviously is a massive game. Parma is a big game in the sense that I would like us to get and maybe even win the cup again this season, because I don't think the league will be a possibility. So yeah, that's a big game in its own right, but yeah, it's not as big as either Juve or Milan, so we'll just see how the episode pans out for now. Speaking of the league though, this is what it looks like at the moment, and we are actually sitting top, but you'll see underneath that Juventus have a game in hand. Inter have a game in hand, so the fact that we're sitting top, that's great. We've got the points on the board, but I would expect Inter or Juve will probably take that spot back. Having said that though, looking at the fixtures down the right hand side there, you will have noticed maybe that Inter and Juve actually are going to be playing each other next, so maybe if they could draw, that would be a massive result for us. And actually that is exactly what has happened. That is the best possible result. Yes, it knocks us off top spot, but it keeps Inter behind us, and Juve are only now 1 point in front of us at what you got to say is probably around the halfway mark now. We're in January, coming to the end of January, so that is a big result for us there. Inter have really done us a favour, and we could maybe do ourselves one now by getting a good result against Juve ourselves and taking control of the table, at least for the time being. I think the European commitments are out the way for the moment as well, so it's a really good time for us to be able to push on in the league. Looking at the scout reports, again, there's nobody at all from England, and I think my pad has just made me sign someone there that I didn't want to sign. Italy, however, this guy looks pretty decent. 16 years old, max overall of 65. He looked really good. Goalkeeper, he doesn't look too bad now, but at the time it looks like I was a bit more ruthless than I am feeling at the moment. But I'm pretty sure that we've just signed someone that we didn't mean to into the academy there, and there he is, Sanders. Yeah, he's just going to go straight away. We didn't want to sign him anyway. Thanks very much to my pad for that one. And looking at the academy at the moment, we've got some decent potentials in Christian here, I'll call him. Macchetti, the centre forward down below, 87 to 94, looks really good. At the moment, because of this guy's physical presence, you can see that we're going to try and turn him to a centre back, just to try and fill the void that would be left by Milenkovic going at the moment. But that's a really impressive result. It's a great way to start the episode in terms of on-pitch action, and we've not even kicked a ball ourselves yet, so I'm really happy with that result. Inter against Juve being a draw. We've got the full scout report back on Levitt now as well, and a couple of other players. I'm not sure if we do have a look at them straight away. It looks as though we will. I was thinking maybe we would do that before the after the game. Sorry, Joaquin Blasquez, the keeper there. He looked to be pretty good. Hopefully, we've not just got rid of him. Levitt as well. He's only 70 overall. Looks to be pretty well rounded. 4-star weak foot, which we could work on. He is only 70 rated at 22 years old, but he's free, so I think it makes sense to go for him, to be honest. Who else have we got down here? We've got Thomas Yu. I think we do decide in the end to not make any rash decisions and go ahead and play this Juve game first. I'm hoping that's what we're going to do now. I genuinely can't remember. And yes, that is exactly what we are going to do. We're going to take a little bit of a time out. We're going to do this press conference, and then we're going to get into the game, and then maybe we'll decide from there whether we are going to be signing anyone or not. Now that Morelli has gone, has that weakened our team? Not really. Not in the goalkeeper position. Barbieri's better than him anyway, and let's be honest, you don't really need to rotate keepers in FIFA, so yeah, I think we're alright with that at the moment. Goalkeeper position is fine. I would like to have someone on the bench just in case something happens to Barbieri, but at the moment I think we're fine. And do we think that we've got Juve or Piemonte Calcio worried? I wouldn't have thought so, not really. They'll be looking to bounce back after that result against Inter, of course, so we've got to be on our game and aware of that fact. But we normally, to be honest, do pretty well against Juve, so quietly confident, and at the moment we haven't got here by making promises, so I didn't even see that question. I was waffling on too much. But that is the press conference done. It is now time to get into the first game of the episode, and what a game it is as well. First against second, us against Juve. We're the away side today. First thing that we're going to do, of course, is change the kits, because that is way too much of a potential clash there. Why have we not changed the kits? That makes no sense. Please tell me we're going to change the kits. Well, we're going to put the team together, that is for sure. And we are going to stick with Zaniolo out on the left. Damsgaard is going to come in at centre forward today. Perez is obviously going to stay out at right wing. We're going to stick with Pele in the middle. Villar is fit for the game, so he will be playing. Diawara will obviously be in there at DM. And the back line will stay the same. We are going to be using Baranachea at the moment next to Quarter and just see how that works. I would love to have had Milenkovic at least for this episode, but unfortunately that's not the case. And it looks as though we're going to kick off, and I'm really surprised if we do, with the kits as they are. It's exactly what does happen though, guys. We are going to be potentially having a kit clash here, which I would never normally do. But it is what it is. Hopefully it's not as bad on the pitch as it looked in the picture. It doesn't look it as the players are coming out, to be honest. But looking past that and looking at the game itself, going into the game, we know that Juve have just come off a draw with Inter. Before that, they come off a draw with Milan, and before that, they got a 1-0 win away at Sampdoria. So they're not in the greatest of form, to be honest. Whereas ourselves, we have beaten Verona 3-0. We beat Torino before that 5-0. We beat Genoa away 1-0. So our defence has been really good, but of course now we don't have Milenkovic, and I fully would expect that Juve with Dybala, Ronaldo, and God knows who else they've got. Up front, they probably will score today. I might be wrong about that. I hope that I'm wrong about that, but I would fully expect that they probably will. But if we can get a good result against them ourselves, then we will take control of the league just towards the end of January, which would be really nice. But we've got a long way to go before that. Here's Dybala now. Good save from Barbieri. Ronaldo picking this one up, and as usual can't get anywhere near him. I would love to have Ronaldo even just for a season, but it's not going to happen, and thankfully their attack's not going to end in anything either. Here is Dybala today, man to watch. Yeah, it's not really that surprising, is it, honestly? Baranachea out to Spinazzola now. Can we enjoy a little bit of ball in this one? 10 minutes in. Nice sensible ball back to Baranachea there, into Diawara now. Here's Villar picking it up. See Damsgaard making a little bit of a run off the ball there. Nothing really doing in front. Oh, this is nice. This is really nice. Please finish this off. It's not the pass that we wanted at the end. Oh, we cut them to ribbons in the end there. It didn't look like it was going anywhere, and then for the final ball to be that bad is really disappointing. We have just let Juve off with one there, but that's brilliant from Spinazzola. And he's got grass to run into here as well. Referee. Come on. That's surely going to be a card there for Ottavio. It is as well. It's a yellow card for him. So he's going to have to be careful now. We're less than 15 minutes into the game, and he's on a yellow already. We've almost opened Juve up already as well. So all in all, not been a bad start at all. Ball goes into the middle now to Damsgaard. Zaniolo, can he get it back to Damsgaard? He can, but there was no room to work in there really. No room to work in there at all. Ooh, if we can pick that off, we have as well with Zaniolo. He's beaten his man. Damsgaard did run offside, but we found Perez, and again, the final ball just lacking just that little bit. If we can get that right, then we're 2-0 up in this game. But again, we're letting Juve off, and it's one team you can't afford to be doing that against. Ottavio with the very acrobatic pass there. It's been quite the 20 minutes, I've got to say. Quarter's done really well there. Oh, what a first touch from Zani as well. Surely now, come on, keep him off. He has as well, he's held him off. Great save from the keeper, but the rebound is nodded in by Perez, and we finally take the lead in this game. It has been deserved. We have been, in terms of chance creation, probably the only team that's created anything at the minute, honestly. And we find ourselves 1-0 up, and again, like I say, for me, deserved. Zaniolo hits it. It's a good save from Szczesny, but Perez is the quickest to react, and we find ourselves 1-0 up, and currently that puts us top of the league by, I think, 2 points. So at the moment, really nice position. The manager knows it there as well, but we can't get carried away just yet. There is still a long way to go in this game, as that brings up 10 for Perez in the Serie A. What a season he's having again. Got off to a slow start this time round, Perez, but he's definitely making up for it now. And Juve have just got a little bit of work to do here, as we've picked that one off with Diawara as well. Here is Zaniolo again, just linking up nicely with Pellegrini. Taking our time to find the right passes, and that very nearly found its way through then. And if it did, I would go and say that would probably have been 2-0. It could have been 3 now, not just 1, but definitely will take the lead, and the level of performance that we're putting in at the moment in this game. We need to get out to Ronaldo there though. Otavio brings it inside now with Bentancur. Tries to get round the back of Karsdorp, who's having none of it, and Barbieri showing all the confidence in the world there. A lot more confident than I was. There was a ball outside to Perez there. Diawara chose not to use it, but we found a brilliant one to Zaniolo here, and it might just be 2 now. He goes for the cutback instead of the shot, and once again the final ball is found lacking. It could have been 4, guys, by now, honestly. You've been watching it with me. That final ball is killing us every time. The goal wasn't even an assisted one. It come off Szczesny, of course. We've got to tighten that final ball up. If we can literally blow Juve away. But you've got to think at some point in this game they are going to get better. And I'm a little bit nervous that we've not put them to bed while we've been this far on top. Well, we're coming up to half time now. Decent defending there, going with our man, not allowing that ball over the top. Here is, I didn't actually see who that was before he passed it off there. Oh no, the deflection. It don't feel good, this. It landed at Dybala's feet of all players as well. Let's get in front of Otavio there. Well done, Pellegrini. It's out to Zaniolo now. Damsgaard's already on his bike. Can he just blast past these defenders? I think he can. De Ligt's making his way back though, and in the end it comes to nothing. Are we going to get a corner from this though? It looks very much like it. Slow day at the office for Ronaldo. That's exactly what we want, exactly what we need. We're doing everything we need to at the moment. If we could get that second goal, it would make all the difference in the world. We've gone short with a corner to Zaniolo. Can he get a bit of shooting space? He can't. We do have a shot in the end, but there's not really a lot in it, to be honest. And we are rapidly approaching half-time in this game. Ronaldo gets it out to Otavio now, who tried to get behind Spinazzola, but they have just run out of time. And at the moment, 1-0 is good enough. We will see if that lasts. And Juve have a free kick here. Before they took that, we've made some changes. Pellegrini has gone off for Larsson, sorry, and Villar has gone off for Kristant. Larsson's gone up front, of course. We put Damsgaard out on the left, and Kristant for Villar is basically a straight swap. Those changes actually are only just making their way onto the pitch now. I thought that we might have got them on before that free kick, but clearly not. But they're on now anyway, so we'll see if that can make a difference. In terms of the game itself, we have just continued to control things really. Juve have barely laid a glove on us. I still am wanting that second goal, just because you never know. At some point they are going to get back into this game. They're going to create something. They're too good not to. Here is Perez now. Let's try and put it to bed before that happens. We spin back because there's nothing really in the box for us. Can Karsdorp maybe put one in now? Chooses not to. Just playing it across the box, waiting for that opening. Kristant couldn't quite figure himself some shooting space there. Unlucky, but again it comes to nothing. Oh, they're going to keep that in with Coleman as well. But Karsdorp's been really strong there. He's done really well. And it feels like Juve off the ball are just trying to press the ball a little bit more now. Here's Zaniolo. Oh, he's beaten them both. Go on, Zani, finish this off. Please finish it off. It's another big save from Szczesny. Is there another rebound goal? There's not. Oh, man, that deserved a goal. That really deserved a goal. And again, just a little bit edgy at the moment. We've not managed to put them away with yet another chance. It's their turn to make changes now. Just the one at the moment. Bentancur has come off and Dele Alli has come on. What a change that is. And here is Dele now. He'll make a bit of a difference, I'd imagine, in that midfield. Oh, that's a decent ball out to the right for Ronaldo there. Back in again. Here's Dele Alli again. Inter, by the way, have just gone 1-0 up. So, again, we really need to see this out. We really do. Here we go now with Spinazzola trying to get the ball back, but can't quite manage it. It's inside from Wan-Bissaka. Here's Dele Alli once again. They're cutting us to ribbons here. Big save, Barbieri. Big save there. Levesky was that who had the shot in the end. Coleman's coming off now, and they're bringing on Joseph Martinez. So they're definitely going for this equaliser, and you can't blame them. Nothing to lose at this point. Oh no. Oh no. Of course, it is the great man himself. But I've been fearing that all game. I knew they was going to create something. I thought it might have been the chance that they did create. Might have been the chance I was thinking of. But no, they get a corner from it. And of course we know that Ronaldo is deadly everywhere, including in the air. That is some header, that. And that changes the complexion of things completely. They're now back top of the table by a point. And of course we know Inter are winning as well. So they would move back within 2 points if it stays this way. But Juve could now go on and get another. It would be just like this game for that to happen. Here is Larson. He's not really had much of a look in, to be honest, since he's got on the pitch. Oh, Zani, what a touch. Oh my God, we've just won the game. As soon as they get back into it, the very next attack, and it's ended in a goal, and it is our inform man at the moment, Zaniolo. That first touch has opened up all the room in the world for him. It's not the cleanest strike, it's this touch here, drags it away from the defender, hits it. Actually, it's a much better hit from that angle. It didn't look that great of a hit, it's just bobbled up and he's caught it beautifully. And for once in this game, Szczesny can't get his hand to it, and we find ourselves 2-1 up with literally about 10 seconds of this game to go. That is surely the points now, boys. We have to hold on from here. I think as soon as we win the ball back, it'll be game over. If they keep passing backwards like that, it's going to be game anyway. The ref's going to let it run on just a little bit. Here's Ali into Arthur. And no, they've took too long. They've took too long, and we have beaten them. So that's 2 draws and a loss in our last 3 now for Juve. But we go 2 points clear, and it is that man Zaniolo once again getting us the points that we need, coming up with a big moment. That first touch just opened up the goal for him. There was nothing on until that point. From deflated within seconds to elation once again. You have to love football. You just gotta love football. Didn't see that one coming at all, but we get the points from Juve. That is absolutely huge. And it also allows us to go into this quarter-finals against Parma full of confidence now. It's such a big win that, and what it's done to the table, putting us in control of the table. Again, we can really only draw confidence from that. I think we might rotate today for this Parma game, especially considering the fact we've got Milan after it as well. And you can see there, I weren't really sure what to go with. Of course, we've gone with a training lineup there, but I was thinking about rotation. Do we change shape for this one just for a little something different or not? Can't remember whether we did or we didn't in the end, if I'm being honest. It is, I decided, going to be highlights this game. The Juve game went on for longer than I thought that it might have done, and yeah, we've still got the massive game against Milan yet. Plus, it's January, so we've got all things happening off the pitch as well. More scout reports back here. Again, I don't think we're going to have a look at it just yet, to be honest, but because of this game here. And we are into the highlights now, so I'll just sit back and let you watch these, guys. And as you can see, even with a rotated side there, it was heavily rotated as well, that one, we still come away with a 4-1 win. So that is us into the semi-finals of the Coppa Italia now as well. We've got matches rescheduled, which either means it is for the Coppa Italia and it's been drawn already, or it's because the Champions League has been drawn now. We will find out soon enough. But we do have a massive game again against AC Milan coming up very shortly. So I'm starting to wonder when we do look at bringing anyone in, or if we're even going to, because to be honest, Milenkovic, good as he was or is, Baranechea is doing a really good job at the moment. And you can see some games have been played there, so Inter now move above Juventus for the time being. We are, like I mentioned, 2 points clear at the top now, as we have a more clear look at that. As well as that 2 points though, we're almost 10 goals better off in the goal difference column. Just the 7, 8 at the moment, something like that. So yeah, we're doing really well there, and that could end up being a bonus point itself, but at the moment I'm still a little hesitant to look at first versus second. I'm looking at where we are, to be honest, versus Napoli, and that is still only a 9-point gap in of itself, so it is really tight at the top at the moment. Just a few bad results could literally see us back battling for Europa League places rather than the league itself. So yeah, there's still long way to go here, and we'll see now. Was it the Coppa Italia that was drawn, or was it the Champions League? It could even be both. We will find out if we ever press on that A button, and we do, and we've drawn Inter Milan. Wow, that is going to be a tough draw for us. Juve end up with Bologna. I kind of wish that we got Bologna, to be honest. Inter already beat us in the league not too long ago, if you remember that one. So they're having clearly a really good season. They are themselves at this point in time above Juventus. So with Juve being the measuring stick, you've got to say Inter are really having a strong season. Of course, we're going to take the press conference before this game, with it being Milan as well. They're saying we're on an encouraging run, winning each of our last 5 games at the moment. That is really nice to know. But of course, we have to continue to look at the long term. We're still very early in our development as a club at the moment. So, yeah, we've got long way to go before we can pay much attention to things like that. Do we think we'll have Milan worried? Again, Milan maybe at the moment. I didn't actually catch where they were in the league. 7th maybe, around there. So maybe they'll be a bit worried about playing us. It is at our place as well. We are in good form, so yeah, for once maybe, just maybe they will be worried. Who knows? And it was a great result last time out. It really was. And the manner that we pulled it off in as well, rotating, 4-1 win, really nice. Before that, the Juve game, last minute winner, always nice. So we are in a good place at the moment. We're in a good moment. And yeah, we've just got to keep it going for as long as we possibly can, really. Before we get into the Milan game as well, we've got another development report here. So we can put Perez back to the right wing now, and he has topped out for the season at a really impressive 85 rating. Damsgaard also can go back to being a left winger now, but of course he has centre forward as a registered position now as well. In the academy, I think we had a message about Machetti. He's up to 66 now. He's only 18 as well, and you just look at that potential, 87 to 94. I'm not sure if we had the message to bring him up. If we do, we need to do that, but there was some reason, there was something there that made me look at him. But anyway, we're jumping straight into this game now, no messing. We're at home against Milan. It is going to be such a tough game, this one. Again, it looks like they're going to be playing Alderweireld at either left or right back. I'm sure it was these that did that. For once, we've not looked at the lineups for this one. Well, their lineup at least. For us, we've gone with Damsgaard at left wing. We've gone with Larson up top. Perez, of course, out on the right. We're going for possession in this game to try and defend and control the game and the ball. So we're going with Zaniolo in where you would normally find Pellegrini. Pellegrini is where you would normally find Villar. We're still going with Diawara just to balance that midfield out. And then we've got Spinazzola, who's captain today. Baranechea next to him, Quarta next to him, Karsdorp as always at right back, you can see him on the ball now, and of course Barbieri in goal. So yeah, let's see what we can do. Decent looking ball that from Diawara already, but the Milan defence were alive to that one. For them, they've got Kramaric making his debut today. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how he gets on. At the moment, they're just pinging the ball around in the air, and it's really difficult to get anywhere near them. Thankfully, that was offside there. Decent-ish from Milan there. So we've both looked to get in behind already. Diawara couldn't quite find the pass for us. For them, it was offside, even though the pass was found, and that's really unlucky. That just trickled away from him there at the last second. We're probably going to need a better final ball than what we had against Juve today. It was really that cost us in that game. That could have been much more comfortable than it was. But here come Milan now. We don't need to worry about our final ball at the minute. That was far too easy for them there. Quarta steps in, helps his defensive partner out there in Baranechea, who just got completely wrong-footed too easily for my liking. Barbieri plays it back out to Quarta again. It doesn't look like... Oh, they are now. That's initiated a little bit of a press from Milan there. Was just wondering and testing the waters to see if they were going to go with the press or not, and they did. He's Schalemakers, I forgot how you say his name. Oh no. That was awfully messy there. But we do get it out, and he's Quarta now. Can we go past their press? Oh, there's a great run being made if we can find the pass. We did find it, but we did get fouled as well. No card, says the referee for that one, which is a bit of a shame because we could have got away there. Larson with the ball now in any event. He's Zaniolo. We need to get him on the ball more. He's Quarta into Pellegrini to Zaniolo now. Larson's on his bike making his run. Hit that one. He has. And he's caught it all wrong. all wrong. Nowhere near the goal in the end. Unlucky that. But at least it's a sign of intent. That's the first time really we've had a shot in anger in this game. Ball goes back to Donnarumma now. We're probably going to have to find something special to get beyond him today. They've worked that out really nicely there, Milan. Alderweireld's actually not at left back today. I noticed Emerson was there. He's a good chance now. That is composure from Damsgaard there. Sees Donnarumma rushing out at him. Still manages to swap the ball onto his right foot before tucking it away. And we've took a lead against Milan. It's nowhere near as deserved as it was against Juve. Milan have probably been the better team, to be honest, but don't care about that. Nice little one round the corner, and there is the composure that I'm on about. Probably one of the best goalkeepers in the game comes running out at him. He still takes that touch to just set himself, get it on that right foot. He's passed it into the net. It is a brilliant finish from him, and that brings up his third goal of the season. Back out on that left today, and I've got to be honest, guys, we tried to get him. I thought we could convert him, which we have done, to centre forward, and he would be really good there. I mean, he can do a job, but in the big games I wouldn't want him there, so that's an area that will need strengthening. He's much better in his natural wing position. We need to get someone else to fill in when Larsson's not playing. That's picked off beautifully from Diawara, and he could be in again here, Damsgaard. Surely he's going to finish this one as well. It's a big save from Donnarumma. That really should have been 2-0 there. He's caught it well enough, but it's a big, strong left hand and a knee. It's kind of a combination of the two there from Donnarumma. That's what you get when you've got him in the sticks. He's such a good keeper. He's Larsson now. Can he beat him? Baranechea has a goal. Why not? And Donnarumma doesn't even drop it this time. We lose out in the header there. The headed battle with Diawara. Oh, that's nice spin there. He's Kramaric now on his debut, remember. Tonali in the centre as well with Kessié. What a combination that is. Here they come again. Can't even see who that was. I think it was Szoboszlai. Damsgaard takes the ball onto his left foot. Does really well. He can't quite get back inside Bustos though. Milan have the ball again. Good ball into, I think that is Szoboszlai. Tonali. They're playing it around really well here. We cannot get anywhere near them at the moment. He's Salamakers. It's into Kramaric now. Kessie did make the run behind him. He's gone with Tonali instead. Tonali doesn't spin back this time. Plays it to Salamakers instead. He's Bustos now on the overlap. They're running out of time, to be honest here, Milan. That's nice ball into Salamakers though, and oh my god, what a goal that was. I don't know how many passes were involved there. That is one of the best team goals that I've ever seen in FIFA, to be honest. Absolutely unbelievable from Milan. Top draw that. And yeah, it's unfortunately got them back into the game. I believe it was Kramaric with a finish on his debut as well. We try for the immediate response. Perez does get in behind, but the final ball again, not great. I still can't quite get over what I've just seen. That goal was absolutely unbelievable from Milan. Emerson now to Kessie. We do not want to be giving the lead away. I mean, we don't want to be going in at half time down. Thankfully we're not going to. Well, what can you say? Just a brilliant goal there from Milan. We're deep into the second half now though. I need to put that behind us. We've done pretty well there, and we will get there before Alderweireld with Perez as well. In the second half, guys, Milan have controlled the ball. Not really created much, but have controlled the ball, and we might be able to do something about the scoreline with Perez, but no, another big save from Donnarumma. This time it was straight at him, if we're being completely honest. But yeah, Milan have completely controlled possession, it feels like, in this half. We're going to try and get back into it now. Larsson picks it up on the edge of the box, but nothing again. They're proving really difficult to get beyond, and the speed of the ball movement from them, you can see, has gone up a notch as well in this half. We're just struggling to get anywhere near them every time they get the ball. And it feels like if someone is going to go on and win this game, it's probably going to be Milan, if I'm being honest. Not too sure there whether to bring Baranachaya out or not, you could see, because there was a little passing lane in behind him. We decided not to, and that's actually worked out quite well. Karsdorp's picked that up now. And I think we're luckily going to hold on to that with Pellegrini. Spezia up next for Milan. Here's Larson now. We've still got a good 10 minutes of this game left yet. Zaniolo makes the run, but there's just nothing. We ran into trouble there. Losing composure a little bit in this game, which is not... You wouldn't expect that with the form that we're in. Oh no, it's just opened right up there, and that is a big save there from Barbieri. The defence just split right apart, and oh my god, they've just brought Ibrahimovic on for the last 7 minutes, and a corner of all things. Thankfully we deal with that kind of. It's going to come back again with Emerson. Sallymakers that must have took the corner because he's out on the left this time, and then we'll get that away. Baranachaya plays that one out. We've played it out quite nice actually. Can we get Pellegrini going now? There's players in the centre if he needs them, but he's just going to keep running here. Pellegrini hit that one then. No, it's gone to Zaniolo who does it, and I think it's gone in off the post. Another late goal from us. Another late goal from Zaniolo that might just get us the points here. It's a counter-attack. Pellegrini has ran almost the length of the pitch. I'm sure, yeah, it clips the inside of the post. It was going to take something that accurate to beat Donnarumma in this half. And it is that man, Zaniolo, once again, coming up with the goods. And that just might get us another huge 3 points. Unbelievable form at the moment. There you go, 13 for the season for Zaniolo. He's having a great time out there. But now we have to hold on. Milan have been strong in this second half. And maybe they can still fashion another chance before the end of this game. Ibra on as well now. You fancy if they can create a chance for him, he'll probably take it. Oh no, here they come. Haig there, Haag, still not really sure how to say his name. Here's Emerson now. Just stop that cross from coming in with Ibra in the box now as well. I think we might, no, we still don't have the ball. It looked like we won the tackle there. Let's get this away, boys. Almada, love that guy. Still would love to bring him to the club. And we've done it. We've just gone and done it. We've won every game in this episode today. We've took a massive 6 points from an available 6 in this episode today. Off two big teams in this league. Beat Juventus in this episode. Beat Milan in this episode. And of course, got to the semi-final, of the Coppa Italia in this episode on the pitch. It has been a massive one for us. Not too sure if we're going to do anything about these signings or whether we have a look. Actually, we can't look in the next episode. So yeah, I think we might look at some signings now. But as for on the pitch, it couldn't have gone better today. Absolutely huge. And this is the fallout of it all. After all of the on-pitch action today, we find ourselves 4 points clear now at the top of the league. Inter have drawn level with Juventus themselves. Atalanta find themselves in 4th. And we find ourselves now 12 points clear of 6th place. 14 clear of 7th after beating Milan just so. We're looking really good at the moment in the league. Maybe, just maybe, we're getting to a point where we can start to relax a bit before the Champions League comes back round again. I don't know about that yet. We'll have to wait and see, but we're in a very healthy position at the moment. One that I did not expect to find ourselves in. We've only lost the one game since the first 2 games of the season. We're in absolutely banging form. It's quite unbelievable actually. But yeah, that is the league for the end of this episode, and let's see if we do anything now about signing some players. And here we go then. It is deadline day. It's the last 10 hours of deadline day. We haven't signed anyone else yet. Straight away, we've got ourselves a little notification. Not too sure what that's about, if I'm being honest. We have a look at the team here. Another last look at what we could improve. We know who we've scouted. We've scouted centre-backs. We've scouted right-backs, left-backs, centre midfielders, goalkeepers. So there's a lot to look at here, and it is now just a case of who are we going to go for. I do think that we'll probably go for Dylan Levitt. I'm quite interested. I think he could be a good replacement for cup games, Champions League group games when Villar's not playing, because we're still lacking in that position when Villar is not playing. You can see here at the moment that we're just going through elimination processes now of different positions. Nick Shinton, Belgian keeper, 6'4", for free. I think he's actually worth bringing in. I don't know whether I thought that at the time. I do believe that we should definitely get ourselves another keeper in. He would be the same rating as Barbieri, so it wouldn't, if we did have to lose Barbieri for whatever reason, injury or something like that, it wouldn't actually harm us at all. But at the time, clearly, I was thinking, no, we don't need to go ahead and do that one. I'd be very surprised if we didn't go for Levitt. I do think Armian would still be a good signing for us, but not so much at centre-back now. I'm more thinking the fact that he can play right-back as well. That's something that we're going to need to tackle soon enough because of Santon leaving the club. Badishly, or however you say that, we're looking at there. We could go for another Fiorentina centre-back in Bastoni. But to be completely honest, the kind of episode that Barrenechea has had, I'm not too sure whether we need to spend money on signing another left-back. If we could get a left-back, centre-back, another one that could come in for free would be a good possibility, but I don't think we need to be spending any money on one at the moment. Maybe next season, I don't know, but we're coming towards the business end of this season now, and to be honest, I think we should just give Barrenechea a run until the end of the season and see where we end up. We're looking at some free agents at the moment, and to be honest, there's none really that are standing out that much. Foyth, again, not too sure that we need to be spending that kind of money at all. Sierra Perez here, 1969 rated. Again, he looks okay, but I think we could probably find someone of a similar level maybe in the youth academy down the line. Thomas is just not going to cut it at all. Tomiyasu here, again, I'm not looking so much at centre-back, but at right-back he could be useful because of Santon leaving. At the moment, Casco here, he would actually be quite decent. I do like the look of him. He's only 18 as well. I think he's a little bit above what we normally would find in our academy, so if I was doing this now, as I'm talking to you guys, I would definitely be making a move for this guy. He could end up in our league anyway, somewhere else, and could turn into an absolute world beater. So there's that side of looking at it as well. But again, we've pulled out at the moment from making these decisions, and we are going to have a look in our own academy. I mean, the guy we convert into centre-back at the moment, will he reach the level of, I think it was Casco, was it? I'm not sure that he will by the time he turns 18, so I think that we should bring him in. Again, as I'm sitting here talking to you guys, but again, I'm having different thoughts by the looks of it. We look a bit indecisive at the moment. We're looking and thinking, I know exactly what would have been going through my mind is that we've spent a lot of money on transfers already this season. We have made more money than we've spent, of course. We've made a lot more, but at this point, I know that I would be battling with, we need these players, but also we have already spent a lot of money on transfers this season. It looks like at the moment we're trying to compare Tomiyasu with Armian. We're looking at price now as well, so that's coming into it as well. And it looks like if we are going to sign somebody, it is going to be Armian. We've been looking at him for a while now, but as a centre-back. But he would be coming in, honestly, as a right-back if he comes in at all. And interestingly, we've got rid of Costco there. I think that's a bit of a bad decision myself, but okay. And we're going to sit down now and try to bring in ourselves a new right-back. We could also improve his weak foot and add left foot to him as well, Armian, and then he can do exactly the job that Santon was doing. They're asking 8 million for him. Maybe we can get him. What are we doing here? We're going to try and get rid of Carboni. Okay, that makes sense. And probably we'll still offer around the 8 million mark. We're actually going to go with 8.5. That I would imagine will probably be enough. I'm not sure if they'll be interested in Carboni though. We'll find out soon enough. That is the officer. What are you going to say? 9.8. They will take Carboni and they want a 10% sell-on clause as well. That is asking an awful lot there. I'm not sure he's worth that, to be honest. Maybe 9 million. I mean, we've offered 8.5 already. We're going to offer 9.5. I wouldn't offer that right now. Surely they go for this one. They don't need a 10% sell-on clause on top of that, man. Yeah, that's more realistic. That will actually work out that million a lot cheaper than paying them 10% of a sell-on clause down the line. That's of course if Armian improves as much as I hope that he will do. Be interesting to see what kind of contract that he wants, because he's going to be going up against Karsdorp and Carter in his positions. Baranachea is not too far behind him either. That's if he's behind him at all. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what squad role we can get. I'm hoping that we could possibly get a rotation, but no, he wants important straight away. I mean, he is versatile enough where he could definitely get as much games as he wants with that important squad role. So okay, we're going to try and obviously, as we would normally do, I mean, he looks quite happy there, to be fair. We're going to go for the 5 years. They've asked for 4, so we should get the 5 with no problem. That's what normally happens. Whatever they ask, you can normally just add a year onto it. So I did say I would go for the 5. I wanted the 5, and of course offering them 4, I'm now almost 100% certain that we will get the 5 years out of them. He's nodding in a yes fashion himself as well, which is great news for us. So after that, I'm assuming that will go through fine, and it looks like it has indeed. So next up is normally the release clause, which of course I'm not going to be offering him at all. We don't offer release clauses over here, so yeah, they're happy with that as well. They actually said that they didn't want one, which is great news for us. And that's another bit out the line, but now is always the hardest part. It is the wages. They're actually going to come with an offer, and they're going to come with a big offer as well. That is a huge increase in money for him, from 9.6 thousand a week to 24,000 a week is what they're asking, with a 210,000 sell-on clause. We're going to bump that up to $250,000, and we're going to try and bring that down to 20. That is an insane increase he's asking for there. Again, he's saying yes, but what is his agent going to say? Will he do the deal? 250,000, sorry, up front, 20 grand a week. They have done the deal. It's not exactly what he wanted, apparently, but it's good enough, and that's good enough for me. So we now have ourselves both a centre back and a right back cover. which I'm really, really happy about. And at some point, I'm gonna do his weak foot if that needs doing, and also put left back. Train him to be a left back as well. And then we have completely replaced Santon then. His weak foot does definitely need work, so we'll start with that. Once he's got that, like I said, then we'll train him to left back, and then he'll have centre back, left back, right back, and he can fill in for either of the centre backs, or he can rotate out for Spinazzola and Karsdorp as Santon was doing when needed. So that is a good bit of business. We've still got the full 10 hours left yet. Will we sign Dylan Levitt now? I think we probably will. I don't think we need Bastoni now, to be honest, with Armian coming in. But I still would really like this guy, because he's probably the closest thing we've found so far to the Villar type player. If we can get his work rates high, he's not going to be probably as quality as Villar, of course not, but he definitely could do a job there. We'd have cover then with Cristant and Coppola for Diawara. Coppola also can drop into defence if we need him to do so. As we know, he's done that quite a lot this season. See, we've got Cristant for Diawara. Cristant can also go in for Pellegrini. Zaniolo can drop into Pellegrini's spot as well. But we find it so hard to replace Villar. And I do think that Levitt would give us that option to do that. I think we just go and get him. I think for free, it's a no-brainer. Quite worryingly at the moment, though, we're not doing that, and we're ticking these hours down, and we have an offer coming in by the looks of that. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. He will go here. We can get 65, I think that is, to 95 million for him. And if Man City want him, Man City of course have the money to pay for him, to pay the top dollar for him. This really throws a spanner in the works. We don't have a whole heap of time to go and find a replacement for him either. But we have got to entertain the offer for the integrity of the series. We have to go and, yeah. Oh no, City, what have you done? What have you done? So of course the first offer from Pep is 68.6 million, which in itself is a really, really good offer. But we know that we can get around 95 million for him, so we're going to ask for around 90. And we'll see whether Pep and City are willing to stretch that far for what is a really good player. He would fit straight into the way that Pep likes to play as well. So this is an offer that makes sense. Well, it's a target that makes sense, but that 68.6 million is making no sense to me whatsoever. And Pep, at the moment, you're not getting your man, because yeah, he's worth so much more than that. We're going to go 85, and even this, I think, is a bit of taking the mick from City. This isn't worth discussing. So yeah, 85 million. He could just do this deal. He is going to do this deal as well. So Pep signs on it, and we could be losing Pellegrini to Man City for 85 million. Oh jeez, that would leave a big hole in this squad, you know. It really, really would. I do like Pellegrini a lot. Whenever he come in for Veritout, he did a brilliant job. He's made that position his own. We do have Zaniolo that could drop in there and cover for him quite easily. But I do really like Pellegrini, and it looks as though this could be a notification saying that he's gone, and it is. Oh jeez, we've lost Pellegrini. 75.5 million into the transfer kitty, but we've just lost one hell of a player there. We really have lost a really good player there. Okay, I think now we definitely have to go and get Levitt, that's for sure. Just to bolster the numbers in the middle again. I mean, when everybody's fit, we can put Zaniolo into the position that Pellegrini plays. We can move Damsgaard out to the left. We've got Shirky to come back from injury yet, who can play all across the top as well. So we've got options. It's just it's a bit of a blow to lose him, to be honest. But again, we're still at selling club phase at the moment. But instead of dwelling on who's left, let's try and bring in Levitt here. Please, surely rotation's enough for him. We could even maybe try and get away with sporadic. That's what I was thinking. He will go for that as well. That's great news. He's offered 4 years, so again, we'll go with the 5 because why not? He doesn't want a release clause, which is absolutely fine by me. And he'll take a pay cut as well. We don't even need to negotiate this. That was such an easy one to get over the line. Of course, he didn't have a club, so we kind of held all the aces there. But great news that he's coming in. And we've got another option back in the middle of the park. And probably a valuable one there as well. Because like I said, how hard it has been to replace Villar. There's not long left of this episode now. We'll go ahead and give Levitt his new number. Because normally, they would give them 13. And I'm not feeling that at all. So we'll give him 15, and he'll be a useful addition for the rest of the season. We've got Champions League to come yet. We've still got cup games to come. So what it means now is that we can give Villar more of a rest than we've been doing before. And of course, we are going to have to rejig the team around in the next episode for the next games. We always seem to lose a big player in the transfer windows. It could have been worse. It could have been Zaniolo, but this is what I was talking about earlier. We literally just dropped Zaniolo into Pellegrini's place. We put Damsgaard back out on the left, Larson back up top. We got Perez out on the right. We've got Shirky to come back from injury, who can play all across. We got Casardi and Gilani as well. We do, however, need to bring probably another striker in next season, so that's something we can look at down the line. Just make sure here that everyone, well, who can we drop out is what I'm thinking, to put Levitt in and get his sharpness and things back up. Shirky as well. I think we're alright there. Maybe one more for Amian, just to make sure that he's going to stay fit and sharp as well. And that is that done as well. And I think we just see these 6 hours out now and keep our fingers crossed, guys, that we don't lose any more top players. I'm really worried that in this last few hours somebody's going to come in for Zaniolo. I really am worried about that. There's our business for the whole season. You can see we've made a huge profit. We're talking about 110 to 120 million in profit. And we're sitting top of the league at the moment. And we're still in the Champions League. And we're still in the Coppa Italia. Oh no. We can't lose Cristante as well. I'm not too sure what we do about this one, because as much as I would like to entertain the offer, I'm not really interested in the guy that they're offering us, so I think that's fair enough to just let that one go by the by. Is there any other offers going to come in? Just 2 hours to go. 1 more hour to go. I don't think anything else is going to happen, guys, which means this will be the end of this episode. It has been a great one for us, for me, both on and off the pitch. Oh jeez, we got Napoli next. I think we've done good business off the pitch. I would love to have kept Pellegrini, but looking at the shape that the team's in those positions, like, it just means now that Zaniolo can play there every game, and Damsgaard can stay at left wing where he's been better for us, if I'm being honest. And next season we're going to find ourselves looking for a backup striker to Larson. So I think we're in pretty good shape. We of course need numbers. We always need numbers. We're such a little squad. But at the moment we're just not at that place. We're still at selling club place at the moment. We're punching way above our weight. We're doing a great job so far, I think, on and off the pitch. You guys let me know what you think. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. But until the next one, guys, once again, my name has been Rich. This has been RR37. It's been another great edition of the Roma Rebrand career mode here in FIFA 21. There's still plenty more to come yet this season. We've only just really gone past the halfway point. So again, thanks so much for watching. But until the next time, guys, I will see you all soon. Bye bye.